this is Jennifer with I Want You Colorado Springs, bringing you video interviews with local business owners and professionals. So tell us, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Jenny.e.geery, and I am a licensed esthetician, and I'm the owner and operator of Bod.
Awesome. And what made you go into esthetician?
My mother-in-law, she was the one that suggested, after I got my degree in radio and television, and I just ended up not liking the kind of work.
No.
And she said, if you really want some flexibility and you want to be able to stay home with your kiddos, go ahead and get a license and make your own hours.
Nice. And how long have you been doing it?
I've been a licensed esthetician for 7 years.
And how do you like it so far since you've been doing it?
I love it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of it?
I love meeting the different types of people.
Yeah.
I get to meet a range of people that are my clients. And so I get an idea of what's happening with their lives, and it's also an opportunity to have a little more adult-on-adult
right.
one-on-one time, because I'm a stay-at-home mom Monday through Friday. So
yeah. Now you have 2 locations, correct?
Yes. I have a Monument here location, and then I've got a downtown office location in Colorado Springs across from Colorado College.
Okay, that's nice. So it's convenient for a broad spectrum of different types of
Absolutely.
locations.
Yeah, I'm able to actually, before I had the downtown office location that I'd opened up in March, I was having people contact me from Pueblo and Security and Fort Carson, but they didn't want to make the drive all the way up here. So getting an office location down there really helped them, because they don't have to drive as far.
Now, talking about stay-at-home mom, which we were just dealing with your daughter.
Yes.
So this is take 2. How is that when you're trying to schedule people? You know, obviously, you know, I see like little plaything here, so people, if they have kids, they can
They're
bring
more than
in.
welcome to bring them, absolutely. Well, it's for us and my family. I'm scheduled every Saturday, so I work every Saturday, and I alternate my locations. So the first and third Saturday I'm here in Monument, second and fourth Saturday I'm in downtown Springs. Okay. My husband gets to go ahead and take the kiddos for the day on Saturday. He actually really looks forward to that, and so do the kids.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to worry about childcare,
yeah.
so it's a win-win.
Yeah.
It's a total win-win for me.
Now during the week, how do you work that?
Well, I just let my clients know. I mean, if they do want to come and see me for an appointment, every single one of them does know that you're walking into my life.
Yeah.
There might be.
It's in your home.
It's right. In my home. I have a separate office in my home, and you don't know necessarily what you're walking into, but my kids typically are actually really well behaved, and they understand it. And appointments really only tend to take about 15 minutes.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I totally understand. Like, I work from home too, and so like if people come over to get their products or whatever, or want to schedule an appointment to talk about an order that they want. I don't have kids, but I have 3 little dogs, and they just go bananas every time.
Yeah, no, I have to sequester the dogs. I have dogs too, but I always sequester them so they don't bother the clients or anything like that. Yeah.
Now, what all services do you provide?
Well, I'm a full waxing boutique, and I really do. I'm a firm believer that if you're good at what you do, you stick to what you're good at. And I'm a gabber. I don't want to give you a facial. I would like to get a facial with you. So I kind of learned early on that waxing is kind of my niche, and I kind of wanted to just go with that. So I do full body waxing on both men and women. Nice.
And do you have special techniques that you use, or?
You know, everyone's technique is always going to be a little bit different. I have a really simple 4-step process that I like to go ahead and use. I walk every client through every single step. It's their body. They should know what's happening. And before they know it, I mean, I can complete a Brazilian in about 15 minutes.
That's awesome.
Typically, they take about 45 from what I've heard.
Wow. So I just had a henna client last week, and she was going on vacation, so she went to a waxer downtown in the Springs, and she could only get half done in one sitting because it was too much.
No. Everyone always claims that they'll do that when they come and see me, and guaranteed, like I said, you're here, you're on the bed, let's just get it done.
Yeah, because she had to get a lidocaine patch and everything else for the second go-round.
I don't know about that. I don't
So
like
now that
what
I know
do these
you,
other estheticians do around here? I'm not really sure.
I don't know. Now that I know you, I'll be able to refer people to you.
Yes, I would love that. Absolutely.
So now you had mentioned on take one that you have a special technique for your waxing, that you do things a little bit differently.
Well, I go about, and I mean, it's all really straightforward. I mean, you got to clean the skin, apply the wax, and then I always treat the skin afterwards. And I make sure and I let the client know what to avoid after a wax. I really believe it's important to stay away from a hot tub or a jacuzzi. Your pores are open for 24 hours, so you don't want to introduce your body any kind of potential bacteria that possibly could be in there. Don't go take a cycle class. I have actually had clients do that, and they call me up and they're like, oh my god, I broke out. And it's like, well, what did you do? Well, I just took a 5:30 cycle class. I'm like, well, why would you do that?
Right.
What was your thinking behind that? That's not okay.
I want exercise.
No, hold off for 24 hours on exercise too. So
now you had mentioned a hard wax versus
a strip wax.
Right.
So a lot of times people will use a strip wax, which is a piece of muslin that they will apply the soft wax on, and then a piece of material, and then they'll go ahead and pull it off. I actually know a handful of estheticians that are really good with that. Their technique is really good. And you asked me about technique. Everyone's technique is a little bit different, so I can't really say exactly what it is. My preference, I learned on hard wax. That's my preference, and I enjoy using it. It's a lot of fun.
So can you explain to, because I don't know the difference between hard and, I mean, I know the liquid, that's what I think of.
I would have loved, I could have actually had my wax pot turned on, and I could actually show you.
Okay.
It's really phenomenal.
Sorry.
No worries, it's okay. Because what it is, it goes on, it does not have to be super hot. Okay. So the only thing, you might be slightly pink only because we are pulling the hair follicles out of your skin.
Okay.
But you're not going to burn on my wax at all. It goes on really easily, and it's really manageable for me. And then it comes off all in one simple strip. And so you're not sticky. You don't have a whole bunch of wax all over your body. So like
if somebody were to come to you, like if I were to have said, hey, I want to get my eyebrow and my lip done, I wouldn't have to worry about it necessarily being super red for hours.
Oh, no, not at all.
Because that's like one of my things, is if I know I'm going to go get that done, I'm not doing anything else.
I know.
Afterwards.
Yeah, no, a lot of people come to me with the face full of makeup. I mean, I will clean the areas that I am applying the wax, but for the most part, you're not going to even notice that, wow, they just got their eyebrows done, because they're really super red upper and below their eyebrow. No, it's not like that at all.
And what's your price ranges?
Really, I think I'm actually incredibly fair. So the most popular service that I do offer is a Brazilian. That's from navel to tailbone. You can have as much or as little. It's your body. Do what you want with it. And I charge $35.
What?
The majority of people around here, I think on the low end is $50.
That's crazy.
But I charge what I think is fair.
Yeah.
And I get it done in 15 minutes. I don't care if you're a first-time client or somebody who has been seeing me for 5 months.
Now, how long does the waxing usually last?
4 weeks. Okay. It takes about 23, 24 days for a cycle of hair growth to come in, and we have 3 stages of growth.
Okay.
So by the 3rd time you come and see me, if you're consistent every single month, all 3 stages of those hair cycles will be going in at the same time. So instead of maybe necessarily going in at 4 weeks, maybe if you bump it out at 5 weeks because you have somewhere to go or somewhere to be, the hair is not going to drive you crazy.
Okay. Now, do you have varying prices based on body size? And
Absolutely
I say that because
not.
I'm plus size, you know.
Absolutely not. And I've actually had clients go, well, you know, I'm a plus size lady. I know I don't mind charging more or whatever. I think that's really not okay to go based off of that. I just think that's silly. You know, everyone deserves to have a fair price. My prices are $35 for a Brazilian, $15 for an eyebrow, $10 for a lip and chin. I mean, I'm really, really reasonable, and I'm not going to charge based on body type.
That's awesome. I usually, when I do henna, I tend to ask somebody if they send me a picture of a design that they like, what body size are you? Just because, like, you never know. Like, the picture that they send me could be, like, your size, but they're in reality
Well,
my
I mean,
size.
if they're using a smaller picture like this, but then they expect it to be like that when they come and see you, I get it because you're using product.
Right.
I totally understand that. But, I mean, as far as a different sizing of different types of people, it's not going to, you know...
dramatically change.
Dramatically change my cost per unit on a wax.
Right.
So why would I do that?
Now, does the hair have to be a certain length for you to be able to wax it?
I always say if you can pinch it, you can wax it.
Okay.
If you're able to pinch it, so it's about 3/4 of an inch long for you to go ahead and wax. I always say the longer the better. And I actually even suggest don't even bother trimming. Let me trim, because everyone always thinks, oh, I'll just help her out and I'll trim.
Right.
And then they'll trim like the day before, and then there's not enough because they went too close to the skin.
Right.
And then I'm like, sorry girl, I gotta see you next week because there's nothing here.
Yeah.
There's nothing for me to do, and I want you to have a really good result.
Right.
Ultimately, that is my goal.
Awesome. So if they want to get a hold of you, how would they do that?
I have a business Facebook page. It's called Wax at Bod by LLC by Little Beauty Studio. I have grown my business substantially on Facebook, and I advertise a handful of pages throughout the week to kind of get my name out there. I rely a lot on referrals, and that's typically where you can find me. You can find me on Twitter as well, and Instagram under Wax at Bod as well. So I usually have fun things and little editorials and questions and just stuff that when I'm in a group set, when I'm in a session with the client, we tend to talk about, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our audience?
I just would love, go ahead and read my reviews. You will see I've got 5 out of 5 reviews on pretty much everybody that's come and seen me. And if you don't like anything, which I luckily have not actually had that happen, I will make it right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you're unsatisfied with the service for whatever reason, just come on in. We'll fix it. No charge. Easy peasy.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to get interviewed today.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And as always, I Want You Colorado Springs is brought to you by glassblast.com, where you can get all your custom and personalized engraved needs. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.